How's it going, guys? Nomadic Hacker here. Bit of a long form video here. I just made my first challenge lock. I need to label it and everything, but I wanted to give it a pick. Now I have picked this before just because I actually cut one of the key pins a little too short and had to pick it open to put the correct size key pin in so the key would actually function. But the key works now, and I just want to give it a little bit of a pick here before I send it out. I'm doing a trade with Snake, so let's see if we can get this guy open. Got all my lockpick stuff out here, and see what we can do. If I get it open, I might do a bit of a gutting on it. I do have the advantage of knowing the bidding on the key, so that makes a bit of a difference. It's gonna not be so easy because I will not be sharing the bidding. Which I suppose if I do a gutting, it's not gonna be too hard to figure out what the bidding is if you see the key pins. Maybe I'll just share the drivers. By the way, I'm using a standard Southord slimline and a this is a 50 thousandths, yeah, 50 thousandths Turner from Covert Instruments. I just got these. Actually, here, 1 second here. Pull out the rest of my picks. I just got the Covert Instruments Covert Companion. And I just have it set up as bypass tools. I got the 4th of July package. It was on sale, so came with a bunch of extra stuff, and it was like, you know, $40 cheaper than normal. So I was planning on buying pick stuff anyway, so that was a good deal. Let's see if we can get this guy open. It's not too horrific, but because I just went to Ace and I got the cheapest lock I could find that had the best bidding I could find. So I think this lock was $11 or $12. There was a model that was just a brass model, not a stainless model. It was $1 cheaper, but this one had better bidding to it, so I got this one. But it's your bottom of the barrel K1 quickset core. You know, it's all cast pot metal and everything, but we put some pretty interesting, not interesting, but put some time into some custom pins in here. So I have not picked this since I put the new pin in. I was making custom key pins for it, and custom drivers, and a pin on the key pin on chamber 4 was just a hair too long, and I ground it down and I went just a little bit too far, and when I put it in, the key didn't work. So I was able to get the key out, but the obviously, you know, the key didn't work, so I couldn't get it open, so I had to pick it open to replace that. I could have shimmed it open, but I really wanted to pick it open, and I did pick it open with that original pin, but I have not picked it open with this new pin. And the new key pin I made for it is a little different than the original one I had in there. And I can already tell that it's fighting a little bit more. I had already been in a would have been in a false set by now with the original key pin. Not getting a whole lot. Let's reset here. Stretch my hand. Have a thinking drink. One of my favorites here, the Vigor Ranger Imperial IPA. If you don't mind the fact that it's, I believe, 9%. So it is not a, you're not going to sit down to a bunch of them, you know, unless your plan is to be completely incoherent. It's something. I got a little click on 4 there. Yep. Drop down. There it is again. 2 is kind of stuck. Now. Let's try some super light tension. Just barely rest my finger on there. Get a little more centered here. Yep. Okay, I think I have 4 set. Oh, there we go. You saw that it's dropped into false set. See what 1's doing here. I'm still in a false set, but something dropped in the back here. I think it bumped 4. Felt a little bit of movement on the core. Pretty deep false set here. I figure out what's binding. Yeah, oh, something dropped. Oh, bumped 2. Another deeper false set. I think I got 1 set now. Bumped. I think that was 3. Maybe 3 that I had bumped earlier. What is not set? 1's definitely set. Everything's pretty bound up. Let's switch picks here. I'll get my hand a break for a second. What do we want to go with here? Something deeper. Need to do a overview of my pick kit here. One of these should get me into it. Gonna go with this guy first. This is a custom pick I made. It's just out of a wiper blade insert, and there's a just heat shrink over zip ties. Give it a little extra thickness in the handle, but this is a wide enough keyway. Let's see if we can figure out what's back there. That wide flat tip on there with that little bit of a notch. I find it helps you locate those, get it centered on those key pins. Oh man, that's, you see how hard I'm pushing. Like I'm pushing pretty hard. That is bound. So I'm gonna have to, yeah. That's 2. That's 5. There we go. Counter rotation on 5. Come on. I think I just dropped like everything. So I just lost my false set. Let's try this guy. It's another custom, my own design. This is, I'm not sure the thickness on it. It's probably close to 20 thousandths. It's made out of a bandsaw blade, which is a lot nicer than hacksaw blades. Hacksaw blades are pretty brittle. Bandsaw blades are designed to be a lot more flexible. I work in like metal fabrication, and I would just whenever like the bandsaw blades would wear out on the big steel cutting bandsaws, they'd snap them into like 4-foot pieces and just throw them away in the scrap bin. So I'd just take them home and have plenty of pick material. Yeah, I just dropped everything. All right, let's start over. This is going to be a long video. All right, you have to click on 3. A little bit of a false set. All right, 4, a bit deeper false set. There's 1, got it set. Still in my false set. This is the super deep false set. There it is. Woo! Man, not incredibly difficult. It binds right there just because this is a stupid cheap core, but it is in fact open. So I'll lock it back up. Where is my key? It might be in a pocket. Hang on. While I professionally look for my key. Hello, key. You know, I probably shouldn't have locked that back up because I could have opened it from my pick. That was smart of me. Oh, I don't have the key on me. You know what? That's probably good enough. I will save the joys of the gutting of this for the next person that gets it, but it is pickable. So there you go. First challenge lock. Thanks for watching.